Welcome to PSA, People Say Anything. I'm your host, Sean Bell, aka Chef Smoke. This is your weekly urban therapy session where we get real about the random, out-of-pocket, and sometimes ridiculous things people say in everyday life. We're venting, we're ranting, and we're giving the feedback that's actually on your mind, unfiltered, unapologetic, and 100% honest. Before we jump into the madness, please note, the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Substance Studio Project or BCD. All content is for entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised. Now, let's get into it. Welcome. I'm your host, Sean Bell, aka Chef Smoke, and this is PSA, People Say Anything, where we talk about and say anything. And because people say anything, we're going to treat these conversations like therapy sessions. So let's get right to it. So tonight, I have a guest online. His name is Knowledge. I think you remember him from the first episode. Knowledge, go ahead and speak, man.
What it do, what's good? Am I coming through good on the speaker? Just want to double check.
Yes, you are, sir.
All right, bad. Yeah, man, look, I feel like, man, it's a good night to talk some music, man. We're going to talk a little bit about this music.
Okay, for sure.
I used to do music. I used to rap as Militant Mike with a label called Cream ENT and Awaken Records. And Cream ENT's Cash Rules Everything Around Me Enterprises. He was out of Louisville, Kentucky, did a lot of big major shows, had a big studio, messed with the Unstoppable Sound Agency. They was linked with Wu-Tang. We was linked. Did a lot of stuff with like 3-6, toured with Bone for a little bit on some shows, you know what I'm saying? We did some things, man. I got some features with some dope artists. One of my best friends from the music industry was Young Bleed, R.I.P., rest in power to the homie, you know what I'm saying? And shit, we just gonna get into it because there's been just a lot of crazy news coming up out this music industry lately, man. And I'm just kind of wondering what's going on, man? What changed with the industry, man? It seems like it's just out of control.
I feel like everybody trying to live off their rap show.
Man,
all that shit they talking. They really want to live that shit out, yo.
You know, back when we was fucking with the music, it might even want to be our fault when you think about it, because we was always like, niggas ain't real. You gotta be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a lot of the artists that we had, they were coming out of that life, and they transitioned from out of that life to the music because most of the time, the label wanted you to not be in the streets. Benny the Butcher got a song like that. I forget the name of it, but the hook is talking about you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, I was always told that, you know, you gotta kind of like do the music instead of doing the streets. If you do 1 foot in, 1 foot out, it ain't gonna work. And, you know, it's for a lot of independent artists, they way to transition is they in the process. They ain't fully made the transition from the streets. Mm-hmm. So then you get those street mentalities when you need business mentalities in situations. Look at that Pooh Shiesty situation. That was a situation you needed a business mind over the street mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was an awkward, fucked up situation. I feel like that situation could have been handled more professional. Even if they wanted to take the gangster route, I feel like it shouldn't have been done that way. Or I felt like he shouldn't have been involved. Like that should have been more so his lawyers or his dad going down there or something in that manner. You know, not to condone the shit that happened, but it's just it's like the Gucci man said, he a fucking crash out dummy. I hate to reference that, but
I mean, unfortunately, that's literally what Buddy chose to be. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it and look at it for what it is, and this is something I talk about all the time, is what is your end goal? If you just move it and not think about your end goal, you wind up in a situation where you get out and you go back in with your friends. Ain't nobody tell this nigga about the rule of 10. If 9 people say yeah, one person, whether he agrees or not, supposed to say no. That way you think about it.
Nobody was doing any thinking in that situation.
Not even his daddy, man. His daddy went right with him. Let's get it.
That was kind of, yeah, the dad was with him. That's what fucked me up. Like, if it was one of my kids, like, I couldn't see me going down there to do it that way. That's not the way I would have had done it. I would have advised him to get, look, hey, we can get a lawyer, or you could do like most artists do. He owe how many albums he owe? You know what I'm saying? Knock them bitches out. You see, that's what Drake just did. He dropped 3 fucking albums, nigga. Like, why did you drop 3 albums? Was it to get out of the deal?
All bro wanted was a little bit of the bread and 2 albums. So he would have made bread, knocked them 2 little albums out. But at this point, you still signed to Gucci and you doing time. You didn't achieve nothing.
Yeah, that's
a lot of something.
Whatever he thought he accomplished, whatever he felt good and he thought he accomplished, it didn't work out that way. I was more disappointed in the fact that he only had like a week and a half or 2 weeks left for the ankle monitor to come on. Like, how come you couldn't wait until you were released from that part of the whatever your probation or your sentencing was?
I mean, the boy with the you dig on his ankle, talking to the you dig probation officer, like, nah, I'm in town. Like, they can't look at your GPS mark and they can't just look at your live. That's what I think. That's what it is. That's what changed.
That's the phones. The phones and the online
I gotta
shit.
put everything. Because you know what? It was still cats doing real shit back when we was doing music. They just wasn't out here promoting that shit out in the open like that.
True.
Like you said, people are trying to make their image more than the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When it should be about, this is what I used to do and now I'm doing this. And the stories that I'm telling you is from that part of my life. And then I think him going into the situation like that, like Gucci Mane's a long way from what Gucci Mane used to be back in the day. That nigga's a full legit businessman.
That nigga's still Gucci Man. That nigga's wife got him like, hey, bro.
That nigga is a full-fledged businessman. Irregardless if his wife is running some of the shit, he's still a businessman at the end of the day.
Yeah, but he's a street dude, you know what I'm saying?
He's a street dude who has transitioned into a businessman.
And he did. He definitely did that.
I'm sorry. After all these years, I get what you're saying, but he's not carrying himself in that manner at this time. He's carrying himself as a businessman.
Plus, this is my thing. If you sign to a nigga, you know what the nigga move like, right? The boy uses police as his security. Why would you rob the police as if they not the police?
He should have just did whatever he needed to do to get out of the deal. If it was to drop them 2 albums and get that shit up out of there. Get that nigga some motherfucking bullshit. Put that shit out and nigga put some bangers on that bitch.
Here's the thing. So these independent artists can do all that. You sign to a contract, man. Sometimes they put time limits on it. So maybe the boy didn't want to be stuck underneath that label for that long. You know what I'm saying? He might have had some time constraints where he can only drop an album every 16 months.
Yeah, but he could have got that straightened out with his lawyer. He should have got him a lawyer and got that shit straight.
Yeah, you right.
Like, period. Because you still getting a check from Gucci at the end of the day. Even if you didn't get all of the bread, you still getting bread out of that situation. So if anything, instead of, hey, look, I know I want to get out of this deal. What I got to do to get out of this deal? And he give you the motherfucking parameters and shit. All right, well, he can't do it this way. Well, how can we do it? And it's just like, well,
we don't even really know the whole back end of why the boy moved like that. We just know something about signing some paperwork and a record deal. You know,
no backstory.
His cousins died, big scar, man. So, you know, that might have been on
I
some
heard about that situation too. So
we never, you know, you never know the back end of the story, but man, sometimes you gotta have that person in your corner tell you not to crash out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, that wasn't the way to do it. I'm sorry. Irregardless, that wasn't the way to do it. It was a better way to do it where you're not getting in trouble with shit. And even if, you know, hey nigga, at the end of the day, it's about staying free to take care of the family.
Spent $500,000 on cars you can't drive. That's wild to me.
Hey nigga, you got to take care of the family. You can't do it from inside there.
Not at all.
Not properly. I mean,
and not with a business contract that probably got you in a situation where if you ever tried it, you probably get all your money or something. You know, they be having weird little stipulations in the big old packets of them contracts, man. That's why I ain't never want to sign one, bro. Them contracts are crazy, you know. They be peeing with them cats, man.
And it's crazy. I've always wanted to be independent when I do music. I
love independence, man. But like, you know,
it was just the mindset of the guys that we was looking up to. The Master P's and the Birdmans and the Rockefellers and who else? Too Short talked about being independent. And when he finally got off of Jive Records, he was doing his own thing, but he always had dangerous music. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what I'm saying? The OGs, man, that built it from the ground up.
Easy E when Suge Knight and Dr. Dre did Death Row.
Yeah.
Yo, man, those are even with Bad Boy Records, independent was the route to go. And I think by the time I had graduated, it was who was the new independent one? Oh, Ludacris. Well, no, Ludacris got signed, but it's the way he got signed. Him pushing him, you know, everybody got their story on how
I feel like started locking down, man. So we was throwing all the shows back in the field. We was promoting. We was throwing a lot of major shows, man. I had shows get canceled because Live Nation, they had these cats sign contracts with no compete clauses and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they went and bought up all the venues, so there wasn't nowhere to do music at no more as an independent. Yeah, they really got it, man. They really tried to lock it down, man. And I think that's why the music's washed now. It's a lot more water in the game than substance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, how many artists are independent now?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of independent artists. It's more so getting that distribution deal. But when they started doing them 360 deals, it kind of motherfucking shifted everybody's opinion on whether they wanted to get signed to a label now. Because the 360 deal was taken away from making all the best amount of money that you can make.
Yeah, the 360 is always crazy to me because, like you said, man, the distribution deal was the move. You get you a distribution deal, you smooth, you know. But like them 360s, man, my money came off my merch and my touring, bro. All my money was from the grind. So if I gotta give you a cut of the work I'm doing, what are you doing? Why do you need a cut of everything I got going? That's crazy to me.
Because they're a franchise team and they want to own the players. So, you know, it's about they trying to keep that motherfucking money in. They being greedy with that shit. That shit ain't fucking cool. Y'all done already fucked the game up. Y'all done already fucked it up with the streaming and shit. So
here's some bread, but we don't spend it though. I know you was recording all that dope music we signed you for in your studio, in your house for free. But we got these dope ass producers over here and they gonna charge you $20. But you gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You gotta take it. Man, we got this music video, but it's gonna cost $1 million. Now I don't know if they're doing $1 million music videos no more. But back in the day, man, you remember the music videos was $1 million, man.
True. For a good video and a good director.
Yeah, that's gonna eat up your whole little budget. That's all your bread. You bought a chain, some clothes, a car, a crib.
And it was so many of them. It was a lot of good ones, but the ones that stood out, like the Hype Williams and the Ice Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that. Shit, what about the Bone Thugs and Harmony video with the Crossroads?
Yeah.
The budget on that was ridiculous.
And they shot that shit outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but look, it's crazy.
The Waterfalls video by TLC. Yeah.
Big budget video. Now, you can do the independent thing, and look, I ain't even got to thinking about it. You know, a lot of them one-hit wonders back in the day, what if they wasn't really one-hit wonders? What if they just didn't sign the contract?
I'm quite sure some of them was like that. And some of them just only had the one hit for real. Or they took them, you know, sometimes they make that one hit and then they take them away from being in the spotlight and put them behind the scenes, and now they're writing the music.
Yeah, that writer's camp is crazy, man. It was a dope artist, and now all of a sudden you a writer.
Yeah. But that's where you're getting the publishing, and that's where the money at, you know?
Give you credit, you get your papers from that, but, you know, if you started out as an artist, is that really being an artist if somebody's taking your art and performing it?
Yeah, because you're still.
How many times we did verses the other day? Man, I can't think of who it was. It was the R&B verses. The dude was pulling out songs that he didn't do, but he wrote them and stuff. So I wrote it.
Because that's what the verses was about.
Yeah, because, at that point, if you wrote the song just because you didn't perform it, you know, it's still your song, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely still your song, especially if you wrote it.
You know, the song can only exist out of your life.
It's your song, because, you wrote it. It's definitely your song. You put a pen in the paper for that? Yeah. Hell yeah.
But, yeah, man, you know...
Yeah,
crazy
stuff. That shit is crazy, though.
I remember this one time, me and Bleed, man, we used to go do shows all over. We did a show in Flint, Michigan once. That shit was dope. We did a show down in Tennessee, man. I'll never forget this shit in Tennessee. So, when we was down there doing the No Limit reunion, I know you've seen the pictures of me down there with them doing that, but now this was before that. This was a couple years before that. We was down there doing the Players Ball, and he was the headliner. And listen how crazy this is, man. So we get to the club, bro, and these cats give us the VIP table section, right? And we sitting there chilling, and some other cats come up like, hey, this is our section. I'm like, hey, this is Young Bleed. This is our section. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, man, look, I was militant Mike back here, bro. I was always on the BS. That's why I always went everywhere. Keep everybody straight. You feel me? So... you know, we worked it out, but it was funny to me because I was like, man, this club done sit here try to set us up for failure, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I be finding out, you be seeing that, when you on that road, man, you got to be careful, man, because, you be doing some of these shows in places hell, we was on tour with, back to the story before I switch it up. Man, so, look, end of the night, bro, it's crazy. After you perform, I DJ for him. We getting off stage, sign a couple autographs. Bleed's walking out. Man, these cats start fighting, bro. It's the Players Ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all fighting at the Players Ball? I guess somebody's hoe was choosing or something, man.
Right.
But yeah, it went down, bro. But yeah, it be situations, man. I was on tour with OMB Peasy, and we did this show in Columbus, bro, Ohio, of all places. They had us in this little bitty basement, local club, bro. It was weird. One way in, one way out. we had the young homie with us, man. He was freaking out, man. He's like, man, it's a lot of straps in here. I was like, bro, they all with us. It's cool, bro. Like, they got to protect themselves. Because, like, the artists out here, man, they get set up for failure, man. So you got to be careful. You got to do your research before you go to these venues, for you get booked in places. Because, it's a lot of backdoor shit going on in the rap industry right now. Look at Houston, Texas. How many cats we done lost down there fucking around?
Man, there's quite a few. There's quite a few within these last few years. Within the last 10 years, we can say. Shit. I'm not even gonna go that far back. I just go back to with the Canadian guy and Mo3 and the one guy who got shot with his daughter. He was with his daughter, I guess. Yeah, man. So it's just certain shit. They take off situation.
Duke the jeweler, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Duke the jeweler. I just recently heard about a bodyguard down there. Yeah, man. So it's just it's crazy. The most recent thing though is this All-Star JR.
Yeah, that was a wild
NBA
right?
10.
Ain't that boy catch a case behind that, man?
Yeah, man. What is it? Felony possession of a weapon. Up here in Ohio, we call it weapons under disability.
Okay.
Yeah, we call it weapons under disability up here in Ohio, as far as I know. From what I'm looking at, from what I read on the report, the feds picked it up.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, it look like they gonna try to deer him, man. I mean, shit, he got jumped. But I mean, I guess they just you know how it is, man. It's a lose situation in situations like that. Somebody get popped and then somebody go to jail. You lost two people in the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's almost more dangerous to be a rapper than a trapper these days.
Hey, my thing is that they go online and be posting and shit. And I think that's another big difference that's going on right now. You're able to post it online and give a real-time account of what happened. Whereas with certain shit that was going on in the industry, you had to wait for an interview or you had to wait for the nigga's album to come out for him to talk about it.
That part, I think the social media aspect and the way everybody's just promoting fuckery is what's changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We had artists smoke cats and artists get smoked in situations that was fucked up. But it wasn't so prevalent. It seems like it's more prevalent nowadays. I mean, fuck. In the past, couple months, we done had, 3 or 4 situations go crazy. The boy Jay Wick just popped a dude and dipped off and went to the show like nothing happened.
Man. What's up with that nigga named David? And the girl that they found?
I ain't even really, because I don't even know who that dude was, but supposedly that dude, murked the chick as soon as she walked in the crib type shit, man. The fuck? Who the fuck? What kind of weird demonic shit is these cats on, man?
Because man. Hey, y'all, these niggas is they selling their soul. They selling their soul, man.
Ain't that Cat Williams said on that roast, man? He said, "I'm the only one up here with a soul still."
Oh man.
Ah man.
I don't know if you watched the roast yet. Cat Williams was on the motherfucking Kevin Hart roast.
Yeah. I ain't seen the whole thing.
Oh man, when you get a chance, check that out, bro.
I seen, bro.
Somebody else. They was naming the people that they like. My favorites. My favorite people on there was Cheryl Underwood, Cat Williams, and The Rock.
I'm gonna check it out. I've been busy, man, so I'm gonna have to get on that, check it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's crazy, man. Boy said he ain't guilty because he was at the Diddy party. He guilty because when you ask him about it, he act weird. Dang. Said the baby oil had him slip out the charges. Dang.
Hey, yo, Cat Williams a funny motherfucker, man.
He wasn't being funny. I think he was deadly serious. He just said some serious shit in a funny way. I get it. I do get it. I do that a lot as well.
Hey, yo. There's all types of ways to tell the truth, man. If you can make a motherfucker laugh while doing it, then so be it.
That's what it's about. But yeah, man, the music industry was wild. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, it was this time, man, we was doing some shit. Did a show with Jelly Roll, man. It was Jelly Roll, Lil White, Struggle Jennings, and what's the one dude went wild? Upchurch, Lil Upchurch. We was there, so that little we had this venue. It was called Trixie's. It was like a strip club and a music venue. It was wild, you know what I'm saying? But so we were going to get there for sound check, and we all up there chilling, smoking a blunt outside with Lil White now, and then Jelly's outside. I walk inside to grab a beer.
Okay.
I come outside, and the drummer, or the guitar, I don't remember what John Clark used to do for this dude, but it was this other dude named, and he put shit out of dude. He told dude don't show up for the show. I guess dude, like, took his chick or something, or just on some weird shit, like, you know, the lead singer banging all the band members' chicks, bullshit. So dude got mad about it, you know what I'm saying? And he checked him about it, and he stole him in his mouth. I'll never forget it. Jelly Roll was like, damn, y'all with the shits down here in Kentucky. Dude was just sitting there playing his guitar. Dude was like, I told you not to come up here. Wham.
Wow.
Man, that was some fun shit.
Hey, yo. It's always fun, yo. It's always fun when you're doing something that you love, man.
Yeah, doing music was a fun time, but also it was some bullshit, man. There was this one time, man, I got roofied, bro. I lost like 6 bands. I was blooping out on people. My homegirl, my homie's ex-wife, his wife at the time. My homie's ex-wife, she was a bartender. I had hired her to bartend this venue. We was doing an after party for the Puff Puff Pass Tour with Snoop, Trey D, OG Domino, a bunch of people slid through the Louisville. You know what I'm saying? We had some shit popping, man. And it was like, I'll never forget, my little homie had this. R.I.P. to Rocky, you know what I'm saying? That's my dude. He had the penthouse at the time, man. And we was doing some real fly shit. And I told him don't be having weird motherfuckers over, man, but he had some weird motherfuckers over, man. And this dude, man, and look, you heard some wild shit, bro. All right, so this is a wild story. Actually, this is one of the reasons why I kind of quit fucking with music. So we had a record label, man. We was deep. We did the meet and greet and the after party for the Puff Puff Pass Tour. And when doing this, we had it all set up, man. We done flew cats in. We got it all tightened up. Snoop's supposed to pull up. This nigga wound up not pulling up type shit. This shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just how the whole situation went down. But at some point, this dude that was kicking it with the homie at the penthouse, man, got to trying to get everybody. Like I said, I had everybody with us, man. We had Trey D, like a Warren G, Domino. It was all of us. The only one didn't come through was Snoop, but they all came through, kicked it, because like I said, we had a real player for him. Dude had the whole refrigerator full of Moet bottles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rocky had his shit laid out. But his little homie, man, was a weirdo, bro. Kept trying to get everybody to smash his chick. He's like, oh, man, you gonna smash my girl? And I was like, nah, bro. Nah, bro, we good. You know what I'm saying? So I guess at some point, my homie wide awake, man, we be on that real. We rented a club for the after party. Well, none of my security showed up. My head security, that's my dog, man, to the end, Too Tall Paul, man, solid cast, my dog right there. I had to wind up taking him off me and Domino and sending him to the club. Well, in doing so, somehow, this dude magically roofied me thinking I was my homie because we look alike, because he got talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? I guess this dude was on some old Illuminati shit or something. I don't know. You never know. But yeah, dude tried to knock us down, you know what I'm saying? So like he roofied me. My homie wound up beating him up because he thought he roofied him, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it was a whole situation, but I'm walking around the club lit. Nobody's even paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, bro. I wound up disappearing for hours. You know what I'm saying? Wandering the streets of downtown. I show up at the studio at like 9 a.m. and just fall into the door type shit. But the fact that I lost that bread, the fact that only one person could recognize, because I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I was on business that day. I was smoking, but I wasn't like smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really on business, man. I had everything lined up. So, like, them situations, like, I could have lost my life at night. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you be in them situations, you sometimes learn that you got to be on it. Even when you think you on it, a motherfucker can slip some shit on you, bro. I watched this dude pop a brand new bottle of liquor open, pour me a shot, and somehow I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like, these situations be real. And plus, you know, we see that the cats that do the most monkey shit with the music seem to be making the most waves, but the cats that really be trying to put you up on game, they be knocking them off. Look what happened to Dolph, man.
Man, that's fucking wild. All of this shit is wild. All of the niggas that's motherfucking, that we look up to as far as, you know, doing their motherfucking thing. It's like they trying to take them niggas out, yo. It's not just with the rap artists either. It's with these older artists that's, look at Michael Jackson. Why did he die at 50?
Why did who die?
Michael Jackson.
Shit.
Man, why is Michael Jackson dead at 50? Why is Prince dead at the age he was dead at?
Oh, why Michael Jackson is dead.
Just saying, man. This is bullshit.
Have dropped and the truth has come out. Michael Jackson was saving the kids. Epstein was kidnapping and raping them. And they flipped this script and flipped it on Mike. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right, so here's the truth about Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson had a conversation with Paul McCartney and the Beatles one day. Dude was like, I don't even own my own music. And bro was like, what? I bet. So he went and bought that nigga's music. He bought the company that had that nigga's music. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else is right. Smart businessman. You feel what I'm saying? You got the bread. Why not make the investment? So when he did it, Sony was like, oh, well, we see you own all this dope music that we would like to have access to. Why don't we do a 50-50 deal? And we'll be a new company, your company and our company, and we'll just still call it Sony. And put the ATV on the end. So they do that. When they do that, they literally try to make Mike fail so that he defaulted on the money and they could buy his company and snatch all the music. So when that didn't work, they murked him. Like, they literally didn't push his album.